They came with dreams in their eyes and hope in their hearts. People from every corner of the world, students, skilled workers, families, believed in the promise that the United Kingdom offers: opportunity, safety, and a future built on fairness. They followed every rule, submitted every form, passed every test, and waited and waited. But now in 2025, something deeply alarming is unfolding. UK citizenship delays have hit record highs, and thousands who thought they were one step away from calling Britain their forever home are now stuck in a painful, confusing, and emotional limbo. What was once a predictable process is now dragging on for months, some even years, without a single update. And the silence, it's deafening. Behind every application is a story: a mother trying to secure a better life for her children, a doctor who worked tirelessly through the pandemic, now questioning whether he belongs, a student who graduated with honors, only to find that their future is locked behind endless bureaucracy. These aren't just delays, they are heartbreaks. And the worst part, there seems to be no clear answer. The Home Office says it's due to backlogs, high volumes, and processing complications. But many are beginning to ask, is there something more going on? Is the system simply overwhelmed? Or is there a silent shift happening beneath the surface? Let's rewind. In previous years, the naturalization process for UK citizenship, although never perfect, was relatively streamlined. Applicants knew that if they followed the process, their efforts would pay off. But since early 2024 and into 2025, thousands have reported delays stretching beyond 12 to 18 months. Phone calls go unanswered. Emails receive automated replies. Caseworkers change without warning. Some applicants, despite submitting biometric data and attending all required interviews, are left with nothing but an empty inbox and sleepless nights. This isn't just about paperwork, it's about people. Imagine living in a country for over a decade, contributing to its economy, respecting its laws, and dreaming of one day calling yourself a British citizen. Now imagine being told, just wait, indefinitely. Some are missing job opportunities. Others can't travel to see dying relatives. Parents are watching their children's futures fade into uncertainty. Mental health is deteriorating. Financial stability is at risk. And still, no answers. We've spoken to real people affected by this crisis. One woman from Nigeria applied for citizenship in 2023 after living in the UK for 11 years. She works as a senior nurse and even helped train new NHS recruits during COVID. Her children were born here, raised here, and go to British schools, and yet 2 years later, her citizenship application is still under review. No one can tell her why. Her passport has expired. She can't visit her sick father abroad. Her children keep asking, why are we not British yet? And she has no words left to comfort them. Another story comes from a Pakistani family who sold everything back home to start a life in the UK. The father worked in construction, the mother in social care. After completing all the required residency years, they applied for naturalization in early 2024. Since then, nothing. Not a single update. They've missed family weddings. Their daughter lost a scholarship because her status was unclear. They now live in fear that their efforts to build a better life were in vain. And it's not just isolated cases. Legal experts, immigration solicitors, and support organizations are sounding the alarm. They report a sharp increase in calls from frustrated applicants, many on the edge of emotional breakdown. The reasons vary, from staff shortages at the Home Office to the introduction of new internal review protocols that lack transparency. There's also speculation about whether political pressure is behind the slowdowns. Some believe this is an unofficial way to quietly limit new citizens before the next election cycle. These delays don't just hurt immigrants, they impact the whole society. When people are stuck in limbo, they struggle to fully participate in their communities. They hesitate to invest, to plan long-term, to dream big. And this uncertainty weakens the very social fabric the UK claims to protect. The longer the delay, the deeper the disillusionment. And let's talk about the cost. A UK citizenship application currently costs over £1,500 per adult, not including legal fees, translations, or document certifications. Many families spend upwards of 5,000 to 10,000 pounds to complete the process for everyone. That's a huge amount, especially for families coming from modest backgrounds. Now imagine putting all that money, time, and hope into a system that doesn't even offer a timeline. It feels less like a process and more like a punishment. People have begun sharing their experiences on social media, hoping to find answers or at least solidarity. Hashtags like number UK citizenship delay and number home office silence are gaining traction. Some applicants have even taken legal action, demanding that the home office explain the extended delays. But the process is long and exhausting, and most don't have the resources to fight back. And yet, the silence continues. There's another angle that no one wants to talk about openly: discrimination. While not proven, some applicants have quietly suggested that delays seem to disproportionately affect individuals from certain regions: Africa, South Asia, and the Middle East. Could unconscious bias be playing a role? Are applications being flagged based on nationality, background, or name? The Home Office denies it, of course, but when delays seem to fall more heavily on one group than another, the question refuses to die. At its core, this is a question of justice. Citizenship isn't just a legal status. It's a human need for belonging, identity, and security. When the system that promises this begins to break down, people lose more than just time. They lose trust, they lose stability, they lose the very sense of belonging they spent years building. The UK must decide what kind of future it wants to offer. If the system is truly broken, then reforms must be made urgently. If delays are caused by lack of staff or funding, then more resources must be allocated. If there's bias in processing, it must be exposed and rooted out. And if this is all part of a larger political shift, then the public deserves transparency. To every viewer watching this issue affects someone you know: your neighbor, your colleague, your nurse, your child's teacher. It affects the soul of a nation that was once proud to be a global home for talent and diversity. If we allow silence to win, we allow injustice to grow. If this video opened your eyes, touched your heart, or reminded you of your own journey, don't let it stop here. Help us raise awareness. Like this video, share it with others, and hit that subscribe button so we can continue shedding light on the stories that truly matter. You never know who needs to hear this today. Together, let's keep the pressure on. Because citizenship is not just a piece of paper, it's a promise. And that promise must be kept.